Big Dash knows what?
So the New York Giants make the move. Two hirings today: defensive coordinator and also special teams coordinator. The New York Giants went and hired Chris Horton as their special teams coordinator slash assistant head coach. I think they kind of played with the title so they can actually get Chris Horton from the Ravens because he was originally blocked to interview for the special teams coordinator position for the Giants. But when they added on the assistant head coach title, that's kind of like a promotion, kind of being a little bit of sneaky, but he got his guy in the building as special teams coordinator. Chris Horton, former 90-man roster with the New York Giants. I think it was back in 2012. But yeah, so somebody that's familiar with the New York Giants. Has coached under John Harbaugh since I believe 2019, and now the new special teams coordinator for the New York Giants. Now let's talk about the defensive coordinator because a lot of people had a lot of different names. Some people wanted Jim Leonard. Some people wanted Raheem Morris. Some people wanted Jim Schwartz like me. And the funny thing is, I put out a tweet about 3 weeks ago, and I had, just a idea of who the coordinators could be. I had a question mark for offensive coordinator. Obviously, I had John Harbaugh as the head coach, but I had Dennard Wilson as a defensive coordinator. And guess what? Today, the New York Giants announced that they have hired Dennard Wilson as their new defensive coordinator. I don't know how some people feel about this. He was the defensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. He is the same Dennard Wilson that turned down the Giants defensive coordinator position when Wink Martindale left. So quick history with Dennard Wilson. Was a DB's coach for the Ravens, also was a DB coach for the Eagles as well. But yeah, that's where he's familiar with John Harbaugh. When he went to the Titans, again, he chose the Titans over the Giants. That regime ended up being fired before Brian Dable got fired same year, but whatever. But now you see him back with the Giants, not even back with the Giants. You see him come to the New York Giants after the Giants had originally wanted him as their DC, 2 years ago. So everything comes full circle. Dennard Wilson is now the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants. And how do you guys feel about it? I know some people wanted Jim Leonard. People kept talking about Jim Leonard. He's still coaching with the Denver Broncos. Some people wanted Raheem Morris, again, like I said before. It was a couple different names. Some people wanted Anthony Weaver. But we got Dennard Wilson. So let's see how this plays out. I got to go back and watch some Tennessee tape now to see how they played how their defensive scheme was and played this year. As far as I know, the numbers are not fantastic. Their regime was fired, so it is what it is. But for some reason, John Harbaugh trusts Dennard Wilson to be his DC. I don't know if he was the first, second, or third choice, but it is what it is now. So the New York Giants have a special teams coordinator and a defensive coordinator, and now we're just waiting on Todd Monken to get the OC job. Let's just go ahead and get this done. Go ahead and hire Todd Monken as the OC, and let's get this thing going. 2026 New York Giants. It is what it is. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows Big Blue Nation. Let's go.